Good morning. Yeah, I feel so weird to be doing a vertical live again because I haven't done one of these in ages. I am currently experiencing some technical issues, and it's just a let me um what's the word I'm looking for? Let me work with what I have, which is today's um I think that I'm still gonna do the live regardless. And today I'm talking about whoa. It's harder to use this. I'm used to a certain setup. Anyways, I'm gonna talk about being different. And being different um is like a regular, the average person who is a child of God. Being different is a default state for us. It's who we are, right? It's who we are, it's what we know. And one of the biggest examples of that is Daniel. So I was talking about Daniel a couple of days ago, and I want to continue from where I stopped. I think I can't remember the topic now when I talked about Daniel. I was talking about him in the sense of his being different, right? In the fact that he was set apart, and it was obvious how different he was. And so I'm still talking about Daniel in that sense today, and I just want to bring it to you. Uh, Sorry, I'm trying to navigate this setup. It's a bit different. I had to what's the word for that thing you do? I had to improvise it this morning. So Daniel is this guy. I mean, we know the story. We know the entire story. Daniel is selected by the king. He's in the palace, you know, and from the onset, he separates himself, right? And I think the scripture that I referenced that day was Daniel 4. I think it was Daniel 4. I referenced that day. And it was this scripture where the king called on Daniel and is like, I know that the spirit of God is upon you. I know that God is with you. And so the reason that the king could say that is because Daniel was set apart. And that's kind of what I'm here to talk about today. My build up is sort of slow because let me tell you, um, I'm adapting in real time to the technical issues that I'm experiencing right now. So Daniel was someone who separated himself already from the get-go. He already, set himself aside from the rest of. And this is why when it was time for the king to interpret a dream that was troubling him, he called Daniel. But something that stood out here about Daniel is, like I said earlier, the king said it amazing. So it's that Daniel was not scared to be the odd one out. Daniel was known for his beliefs. Daniel was known for the God that he worships. Daniel was known for things that he did. Engage in this kind of thing. You can be that person, and that's okay. You can be the person who says, "I don't drink," or or "I don't dress like this." That's okay. That was Daniel. I don't eat stuff like this. It doesn't matter that this thing is from the king's table. I don't eat it, and that's okay. Hi Braxton Fahi. Is that how to say your name? Fahi. I don't know, but hello, welcome to the live. Our problem is because we always want to fit in. We're looking for acknowledgement. We're looking for that acceptance. We want people to be like, oh yeah, I like this person. I approve of them. I like what they do. I like how they do their things. And the truth is, if your acknowledgement comes from people, then your sorrow can come from the disapproval of people. If your achievement comes from the acknowledgement of people, then you're feeling unfulfillment. You can feel empty. It's okay to be the person who leaves the event early and goes home to pray. It's okay to be the person who, you know, is not feeling right about the location and then you decide to dig somewhere in the mix. It's okay to be that person. It's okay to be the person who says that, you know what? the atmosphere here is not right, and then you don't have to force yourself. And who doesn't force themselves to stay there? It's okay to be that person. We need to move away from looking for the acknowledgement of people. We need to move away from hoping that people approve of us, approve of our choices, approve of our decisions at all times. And you know why? Because this life is a life that you're living alone. It's a very personal thing. Our lives are personal. And that's why you would often hear it said that our lives are the summation, or our life is the summation of our decision. Your life is the summation of your decisions. This means that not what somebody else has said or done, but what you have decided to say and do is what decides the kind of life that you have. And so it's okay. I mean, my example for this was Daniel. He didn't care about the food from the king's table. He didn't care about, the rules of the land. When it was a time when the king decreed that no other god must be prayed to, Daniel already had a practice of going, sitting by there and praying to his God. And he did not stop just because a decree was made. It's okay to be that person. It's okay to be the only person in your friend group who doesn't, wear makeup. It's okay to be the only person in your friend group who doesn't do certain things. It's fine. Believe me when I say it's totally fine. You don't have to live a life where others approve before you feel like you're living right. As long as there is that witness in your heart that you're living right, you're living right. And that witness will come from God, of course, because I'm talking about it in the sense of being a believer in God. But we need to get to every single person, right? A large part of why we suffer is that there is a culture of comparison. It's that you look at people and you want to be like them. You want to live like them. You want to dress like them. You want to act like them. You want the life that they have. A lot of times we do that. We just want to be other people. But there's no you have no idea what this person did to become who they are. You have no idea how much work it is to be them, but you want to be like them. What happens is we find out that we're living unfulfilled lives, trying to be like other people, trying to be accepted by other people, trying to be, seen like other people. You say, oh, this person, I really want to be like them. So you start to dress like them, start to, style your hair like theirs, and there's nothing wrong with that. The only time that that's a problem is when that's not really who you are. You just think that's what will get you accepted. It's okay. It's okay to be different in the crowd. It's okay to look different, sound different, dress different. It's okay. Obsessed with fitting in that you lose yourself. I love the story of Daniel so much for this. As different as he was, the king made him the chief of his wise men, made him the lead of his magicians. All the people that he consulted with, it was like Daniel was his top advisor. And this could only happen because of the kind of person that Daniel was. This could only happen because Daniel was the kind of person who did not fear being different, who had no scruples with being set apart from the team, who had no issues with standing out. It's okay. One of the best examples of being the odd one out is Jesus. Oh, Jesus was a strange guy. Jesus was a very strange guy. Jesus was not somebody that you would call it. It wasn't the kind of person you came by often. It was very different. And even as different as he was, people had no choice but to accept who he was. Those who accepted him, they accepted him fully, and it worked out better for them. He wasn't afraid to sound different. He wasn't afraid to answer those questions about law and religion and politics in his own style. He had no issues being different. You can be that person too. You are already, especially when you believe in God, you're already different. You're already called out, separated, chosen, set apart, all those things. And if you are that, then there'll be times where you're just different. Just because, and it will not be a bad thing either. It will not be a testament. Hi, Marian Moldovan. Hello. Welcome to the live. So you have to be okay, right? With being the odd one out. You have to be fine with it. It's not a bad thing. How are you doing today, Miriam? Mariana? Oh, it's Mariana. Sorry about that. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing great. It's okay if you like to read books and everyone around you likes movies. It's okay to sit down with your books and read them. If you don't like going out and everyone around you likes to go out, it's okay to say, "Oh, I've expended my social battery for the day. I gotta go back in." It's okay. We need to stop being so obsessed with fitting in that we lose our own identities. We need to be we need to stop being so obsessed with, meeting the standards of what's acceptable that we lose our own knowledge of what is true for us. You don't have to be like everybody else. You can eat different, you can think different, you can work different, you can talk different, and that isn't a bad thing. The only time it becomes a bad thing to you is when you're doing that because you think that's what will be accepted. We have to stop living for the public. There's this story I heard recently, and it talks about this guy, this fantastic pianist, right? He's playing he has this thing he's playing at, and he's playing, he's very spirited, doing amazing stuff. He's playing, he's playing, he's playing, and then at the end of his performance, everyone stands up. There's amazing applause. It's crazy. Everyone is clapping. They're like, "Oh my gosh, you did such a great job." Everyone is in love with it. But he breaks, and then they're like, "Why are you crying?" And he points to this one man in the audience, and he says, "You see that man sitting down there?" And the guy's like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's my teacher." And if my teacher is not laughing, is not if my teacher is not clapping, then all the applause means nothing. And that touched something in me, and it brought me to a place where I realized that that's a consciousness I have to live with, that we all have to live with. Our main audience, our audience of one, is God. Our audience of one is the audience that sees everything we do in every moment of our life. And so this audience is not you know expecting us to be perfect, but it's watching us, and that's the person we're performing for. And so if that's the person you're performing for, it's fine if you are just a little different. Don't be scared. You are too tall, too short, too loud, too quiet, whatever it is that anyone says you are. Don't stay in that place. Don't stay in that place where you're thinking, I have to fit it. I have to meet the standards. I have to make. Nah, don't do that. Constantly, at every point in time, know that it's okay to be different. Might be a little weird. So what? So what? What's wrong with being a little weird? What's wrong with being a little weird? Everyone is a little weird in their own ways. It's just that some are more obvious than others. That's all. So what's wrong with being weird? It's okay. I think that's about it today. It's a very short live today, and I wanted to use Daniel illustration just because from the onset it was set apart. And I was sharing this. Oh yeah, I just remembered. I was sharing this with my family yesterday, and I mentioned to them that first of all, Daniel was known for his skill. It was actually skill. He was actually skilled. He was good at what he did, right? It was good. It was, excuse me. He had a very discerning spirit, and he was good at discerning stuff. Second thing is that Daniel was very, very key on his relationship with God, right? He never for once forsook his consecrations or the things that spoke to his life as regards to his relationship with God. And finally, he was very, very, very disciplined with himself. Very disciplined. You need that discipline. You need that discipline. You kind of have to lock in and be disciplined. It's part of what will make being different work for you because you're not different and just laying down and doing nothing. You're not being different and just hanging around. See, oh, oh. In being different, you're putting in the work when needed. You're doing what you need to do. You're doing your work. You're studying. You're praying as much as you should. A discipline must be on lockdown. You need that discipline. Hmm. And you must not, the things, the consecrations you have, the practices that make you you, you cannot abandon them. For instance, I give an example. Most days I wake up hearing a song in my head. Any day that I engage that song, I have a beautiful, like my day just goes great. Like it's beautiful. Any day I wake up, I said it on the podcast before. I said any day that I wake up and pray and talk to God first, I start my day right, meditate, study scripture. I'm very, very in tune with myself that day. And on those days, I don't waste time. I don't, just lay around lazy. I actually get work done. I get a lot of work done on those kind of days. Any day that I just engage God to start my day, I get a lot of work done those days. So the call for us here, when I say don't ignore your consecration, is those things that you do that put you in the right headspace. Those things that you do that help you focus. Those things that you do that help you get to work or get work done. Don't ignore them. Don't stop doing them. You gotta continue doing them. And that's how you can stay locked in, even when you are the odd one out. But yeah, the point of this is it's okay. You can be the odd one out. You can be the different one. You can be the person who sees differently, talks differently, walks differently, lives differently, and you would still be in the right place. You would still be doing the right thing. Don't get to the point where you are so keen on fitting in that you lose yourself. Because we're all different anyways. We're all different. We are all so different. So don't get so drawn in by the idea of fitting in. Don't get so drawn in. Don't be seduced by the idea of standing out so much that style fitting in so much that you leave you or you ignore the things that make you different. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Right? It's okay. Just be you. The point of this is be you, be yourself. Be yourself. For the references that are made, that's what happened with Daniel. It was like this is what works for me. I won't eat this. You know, the three Hebrew boys, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. It's not that they were trying to stand out; it's that they were just being themselves. So the reason I'm saying that is I'm not saying that you need to fit in or you need to stand out. I'm not saying that specifically. My point is, if who you are is the odd one out, that's okay. It's not a problem. You can be called out and separated and still be very balanced and happy and productive and have lots of friends and all the things. What's more important is that you're doing this journey with God and so it makes it easier on you. Yeah, I think that's all I came to say today. I said it was going to be a short live. I'm having technical issues, so I might be using my phone for the next couple days till I settle the issue with my computer. I'll be doing these vertical lives. So thank you for joining, to everyone that joined. And if you watch the replay of this as well, I hope that it blessed you, reminded you of something, touched something in your heart, just kind of strengthened you. If you did that, then I'm blessed already, because that's why I do this. And I do this every day at 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. WAT. It may not be the full hour, but it's always within that hour. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you. Bye. Oh, I forgot.